Hey guys, our decline here. We're back on the floor for a minute. I just saw a post. Somebody was talking about trying to get pins into a dremel for shaping them into a challenge lock, and I just thought I would show very briefly how I do it. I know online there's the more popular one is probably Bosnian Bill's, and he does something like he uses one of these to clamp the little button down. Honestly, at least for me, I'm not mounting this in anything. I find that just to be a pain in the ass. I tried that for a while. So really all I do is I take the pin. This one is not exceptionally long, nor is it exceptionally short though. I mean, this is not going to work if you're trying to do like a wafer or something. And I just barely pinch it. I get the chuck down so it is almost just about the right size. And we just kind of get it right in there. Hold the button down with that hand, and then I'm taking this, I'm still pinching it. I'm taking this finger and putting some pressure on the chuck, and I just give it a little bit of a twist, and we're in. Okay, that is probably on average about how much of that pin I can get on there and work with just by pinching it with my finger. You can, with a little bit of finagling, you can do it with like something like this. It might, it lets you hold a little more of the pin to then use that as a guide to like where to snag the very tippy tip of it with, and still be able to kind of rotate that with your finger. But all you got to do is get that just barely enough to hold the pin initially, and then just give it another little crank. File wise, I know I've mentioned this before, another one, I just use these jewelry files. They're not great, but they're fine. They will work. Again, I set the Dremel not too high. I've got it set on like somewhere between 10 and 15 on here. Just spin it up. Hold it over this cardboard box to catch the filings. You can switch up whatever, just try the different shapes, the different bits of them will let you do stuff, and you can use the tippy tips to get some finer cuts on there. Or just sit and saw into it with this round one and produce a very quick and dirty spool. Okay, so I am not by any means a great challenge lock maker. There are better tutorials out there on how to do this, and there are far more talented there's far more talented people out there building stuff than me. You can use it just to kind of take the edge off of there. The downside of doing it this low key, low budget, whatever you want to call it, ad hoc, is that all your pins do end up coming out and kind of being like that, right? Because you're always going to have this bit left where you had gripped it. Now it is possible to flip it around if you want to do both sides and just do the same thing. Get the chuck so it barely going to accept it and tighten it down. But it is a lot harder to catch once you've shaped one end of it than it is. And if you really get this ground down good, it's going to be just more and more of a problem. Now, the other side of skimping a little bit on doing that other side is it's only going to be interacting with the shear line, whether the pin is driving down into the shear line or driving up into the shear line. You can probably get by with not having to shape the entire pin. But like I said again, I don't make the best challenge locks necessarily. But anyway, I just wanted to pop that out real quick and dirty real quick for someone. Yeah, there you go. Have a good one.